everybody. Just coming to you live. We got another stream going on. Got a new one today. We're going to be doing a flight in the Honda Jet. We got some new panels that we just actually just finished making, and so we are going to be taking it out for a little bit of a spin. Alright, just want to check the audio, got everything set to go, and we are ready to go. So don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button. Certainly appreciate the channel. So my name is Dustin. I am with the SIMSTRUMENTATION guys. We build panels for Air Manager products that you can use to make a virtual cockpit. As you can see, the panels here, these are all touch screens, so you can actually use the panels like you would be flying an actual airplane. So today we're going to be going from Springfield, my hometown, over to KBNA, so we're just going to go ahead and get that programmed in here, KSGF. We're not going to be flying on VATSIM or anything like that tonight. Just wanted to make sure everything was working and get everything set up. So we do have a new processor. We do have the 7900 X3D, and so far it's been pretty freaking awesome. So so that's what we're going to be doing today, and using that and see how she does with that. So let's go ahead and get the... I am very unfamiliar with this airplane, so there'll be some learning curve here, so we'll just bear with this, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun with it. So let's go ahead and get things going. So we've got the battery on and external power is on, so we'll go ahead and use that to start up our engines, so we can go ahead and roll on start number 1. N2's rising, ITT's rising, 1 is rising, oil pressure is rising, oil temperature is rising, which is good. Fuel flow is at 130 pounds per hour. It looks to be doing well, so we'll go ahead and start up number 2. Number 2. Get our flight programmed in here to KBNA. Let's go on far to the west. And let's go up to 31,000 feet. Let's just call it that. Go up to 30,000 feet. And we'll go ahead and get that pre-selected in our altitude. 31,000. And we'll go ahead and get the weather here in Springfield. And looks like altimeter is 3007. Once we get up in the air, we'll do a little... Oh, whoops. Once we get up in the air, we'll take you a little bit around the cockpit here and show you kind of what it looks like. Show you the simulator a little bit here. This is a home cockpit that I've built myself, and it is my happy place. So I have two 22-inch touchscreens here in the front. I have one overhead panel. You can see up above me it's all black, but you can see that panel sitting up there for whenever I fly the Phoenix. And then I do have another touchscreen down here, which you guys can see, and that one is for the FMC usually, and that stuff. So everything seems to be working well. We just built these. Actually, I built all these instruments myself. I do all the design work. Crunch helps with design as well, and Totemus and Rob are all of our programmers. So they're the ones that program them all for them to work, and I just do the designing of them and the graphics for them. So we've got all that set up. We don't have our alright, we can go ahead and set our flaps up, and don't know if this has a speed brake in it or not, but we'll take a look. Looks like it has some speed brakes. Yep, there we go. Okay, so it does have some speed brakes in it, which is nice. Do have track IR that we'll be using to move around in the cockpit. So frames are really good right now with all these panels and everything running in the Honda Jet. I'm getting around 45 FPS, and I have everything turned up on Ultra, so that is awesome. So alright, we've got all that programmed in, and I think we're ready for taxi. So we'll go ahead and get our taxi lights turned on. I think the lights are actually inside of the FMS here, if I remember right. Back. This will be a little bit of getting used to, because I am not exactly sure. All on. Go. We've got all of our V speed set, so that's nice. Winds are 060 at 5, so light winds, so we'll probably just take off of runway probably 20. We'll probably not, after we'll take off of runway 2. It's a little closer anyway, so we'll take off of runway 2. So we'll get our heading set for that. It'll be 02, which will be 020. There we go. And alright, and then let's go to utilities. Notes. I wonder if they got checklist. Oh, they do have all the checklists in here, which is kind of cool. So, well, that's pretty nice. Alright. So let's go to squawking 1200 to reporting. Transponder is on. That's good. So aircraft systems status, no fuel, nice. System controls, exterior lights. There we go. Taxi on, and we'll go to aircraft systems, and then exterior lights. There we go. So there we go. We are ready. And recognizance lights are on, and strobes are on, and navigation is on, beacon is on, and we'll leave the logo light off since it's during the day. Alright, so we are ready for taxi. We'll go ahead and release the parking brake. They're left, they're right. We're just gonna take that dude out. sounds in this is actually really, really awesome. I like it. No one coming in off of 3-2. See some birds. Everything's good off of 1-4, so they're way off to the right. Let's try this. Still off to the right, so we'll put it right about there. That should be good. Is that center line right there? Yeah, it is. Alright. And we'll go ahead and flap set to take off. And we'll go back. Go to the map. There we go. We got traffic set up on the right side and of our MFD. And we got our map, moving map. Clear left. Here to runway 02. And we'll put a hold here, set our parking brakes, and let's just have detents in it. Yeah, it does. So, alright, so we're good there. It's got some detents in it, so we'll be able to pull it back once we get taken off. So let's go ahead and release parking brakes. And one quick thing real quick. Let me... Alright, let's turn down the track IR so it doesn't move so much. Alright, final looks clear. And tower on a jet. November 23 Delta Tango requesting take a departure from runway 20. Your access is granted. Alright, great. Still clear out. And approaching runway 02. Alright. And here we go. Warning takeoff config. I guess I didn't set up the airplane for takeoff, but that's something that we will learn. We're just kind of getting out here and flying. That's why we did. There we go. And gears coming up, positive rate. Looks good, everything looks green. Go ahead and retract our flaps once. And we'll go ahead and start our turn out to the right here. Yaw dampeners on. Nice look at my hometown. We'll go ahead and turn on the autopilot so we can kind of look around and see what's going on. Wherever autopilot is, AP is on, and we'll go ahead and put it in nav mode and flight level change. So we do have flight level changes armed at 210. And we can go ahead and crank that speed on up to go ahead and sync up our heading bug. Comes our course, so it should start turning us off to the left. Climbing up to, and it's in flashing green, so it's been captured. And we're off. Flaps are up, gears up, and we can go ahead and turn off our landing lights. Beautiful look at old Springfield, Missouri. Actually did my training at this airport right here. It's downtown airport. It's where I did my instrument training. I am a real life pilot. I live right over in here. This is where I'm coming to you from. And our regional airport, big airport, is out here, so. Appreciate you everybody joining along. Hey, thanks Dog Tag. It's good that you dropped by. Appreciate you stopping by. This is a home cockpit that I've built. These are all touch screens down all the way. Every instrument you see was built, and Air Manager runs it. Takes a paid subscription, but the panels are free. This whole entire instrument suite you don't have to pay for. Just a $60 one-time lifetime, or it's $60 and you can get up to 2 licenses. But and that allows it to sim connect to the simulator, and you can run all these panels. So appreciate you stopping by. We are in the Honda Jet, taking off from Springfield, Missouri, heading to Nashville, Tennessee. So go ahead and wait till we get up to our cruise here. Then once we get up to cruise level, then we will start figuring out our descent here. So go ahead and sync up our heading bug. Following those flight directors. This airplane does have full VNAV capability, so we're going to test it out and see how well it works. Right now our true airspeed's about 257, ground speed's about 289 knots. Computer's running great. Don't have any complaints about that, so it's a pretty fun little jet here. It's Honda Jet. Check our cabin pressure just to be on the safe side. So we are climbing. PSI is at 5.6. So we're climbing out. Rate is 550, and our altitude feels like we're at 2,800 feet, and we're passing through 17,500. So we can go ahead and hit our standard. Checked once, and synced up twice. So it's based off of the FMS is what our climb speed is set at, so it's not letting us adjust it if we want to go faster or slower. So the tell-all will be when we get to how this processor performs. Is whenever we get to Nashville. Nashville do have a custom scenery free from FlightSim.to. So we'll see how she holds up. I've always had pretty good frames whenever I've been inside of Springfield. So let's go down here and take a look at our flight plan. Let's just check out this G3000 a little bit here, because I'm not very familiar with it, but I know enough to be able to put in flight plans and fly approaches and stuff like that. But it knows my capabilities. So it says that the traffic is in standby. Not exactly sure why that is, but utilities, weight and fuel. Oh, there we go. That's cool. Okay. Set up avionics settings. UTC. Local 12-hour. This thing's pretty sweet. I like this little thing down here. So we're just chilling. Wonder if you can change that static. I wonder if it's a static call sign instead of saying November 420 Hotel Echo. Wonder if we can change that. Sim options. Indoor static elements, blah blah blah, manuals. Oh, there we go. That's cool. Got a manual, so you can go into the manuals. We will have to learn about that. Thermostat, auto, and Fahrenheit. And it's about 71 degrees inside the cabin or cockpit, and 70. Set that to auto as well. So that way with the passengers are comfort. Hydraulic status. Well, I guess you guys are looking down at the ground. That kind of sucks. So yeah, looks all good. Go into our flight plan, and we want to be at MSL is. Oh, back to KBNA. So we'll go to KBNA and see what show full screen. Actually, let's maps, and we're going to go to procedures, and we'll fly an arrival, and we'll fly the Chesney 2 with the Loppy transition for runway 02 center. And we'll do 02 center and around. So let's go back into here. Let's go procedures, and we'll go to arrival, and we're going to do the Chesney 2, and there's our 31,000 feet. And our is loopy for runway 02 center, and we'll go ahead and load that, and there we go. Now we will fly direct to Loppy, activate direct to Loppy, and there we go. We are on our way to Loppy, our first waypoint on our arrival. And we'll go ahead and we'll fly the approach, which is ILS 02 center, procedures, approach, and we will do the ILS 202, and we'll do, after 2P we can go direct to girth. Just load that. Alright, that looks good. This G3000 suite's really sweet. It's really awesome. Alright. Procedures, approach. Just getting it all set up in the iPad for myself, so that way I have all the charts and everything there for us whenever we need it. Okay, we're right at the 31,000, right in the middle of the clouds. Let's go back to this down the FMC down here. So minimums, initialization timer. Let's do setup. No, we don't want to do any of that. Speed bugs we've already put in there. Landing we'll get all that stuff. So flight plan. At Loppy, let's check our arrival and see what we need to be at as far as flight restrictions or altitude restrictions. So we're going to be coming in from Loppy. Then at Hugh we need to be at 21,000 feet. Oh, whoops. Which is correct. So let's go ahead and see if we can't zoom out here. Let's go home, maps. Settings and go back and inset window. know how to be able to zoom out, because it's not wanting me to zoom out here. Map settings, inset window. And we'll do flight plan text. I like that. There we go. And then fuel we got about 440 in each. We might run out of gas. Didn't even think about that. So alright, let's utilities. No. Setup. No. Says the range is this, but for some reason it's not letting me pull it on out. I don't even know how to zoom out of this thing, so it should be right there, but it's not letting me do that. That's all good. I'll see a transportation status. It's all good. Alright, so let's just get back out of here. Flight plan, so I need to be Q and then 12,000 at Chelsea. We need to be at 9,000. We're good there. One. Well, no. 6,000. Feet. Enter, and then extra 4,000. Perfect. Alright, we've got it all in. We are good there. What's going on with that? Pause for just a second. Sorry about that. nice looking clouds out there. Simulator does such a good job of making it look so realistic. Go ahead and put our altitude down to 12,000. This. Start slowing us down. Starting our descent now down to Nashville here. Get the weather for Nashville. Full screen. So it looks like it's light winds, broken at 3,200, overcast at 15,000, temperature's 9, 2.4, 3039. And I wonder if we need to put any of that data in. There we go, we've got our approach and everything already set for us, so 107. Awesome Cessna 172 without glass any day. Yeah. Yep, that's what I learned with was good old steam gauges. Appreciate you stopping by, Akash. As we just start our descent on in. is a beautiful simulator. Back in here and check on things. Whoa. Yeah, it's saying we'll go ahead and turn on engine anti-ice. It's saying we're getting picking up a little bit of icing here, so dictating that. So we'll go ahead and turn that on. Some reason. Move me back over. Sorry about that. And we're starting to break out of the clouds now. And we're turning here at Lopi, and now we're on our way to Hugh. Just starting our descent on down, coming in on the Chesney 2 arrival into Nashville. Got everything set up, and we are good to go. Starting to get a little bit of windshield heat, so we'll go ahead and turn that on. It's on normal. That's for fuel, engine bleeds, ice protection. And turn that wing anti-ice on. Oops. And we'll turn on our tail de-ice on. Sync up our heading bug here. And we've got about 13 miles till we get to Hugh. Then we'll be on to Chesney. Go ahead and set our altitude bug down to 4,000. Get our altitude, our baro set. 3039. And that's all set. Nice look at it outside. Really starting to ice up now. She is cold outside. She is still having to worry about icing. We're still at -8 degrees Celsius, so. Chesney. looks like we're going to hit all of our marks as far as our descent, which is good. We are on the V path all the way down to 4,000. We need to be at 4,000 at 2P. 2P is going to be our final approach fix. I'm sorry. Go all the way down to 2,500. We've got 2,500 set in the final approach fix, which is going to be Garth. Still at -6 on the outside air temperature, so still have to worry about icing for right now. So, I got your seatbelts on. Okay, good, good. Traffic on. Starting to come on in. If you guys would hit that subscribe button, appreciate it. Help grow the channel, bring awareness to SIMSTRUMETATION. We are just a bunch of guys that love flying airplanes, love flying simulators, so we build these instruments that you see on the screens. 100% free of charge. Only thing you're required to have is a active Air Manager subscription. we're starting to come into the Nashville area. We are on our way to Balls. We'll be at Balls at 9,000. Which it looks like we're gonna hit that right on target. Those clouds out in front of us. Those look like fun. Those look bumpy to me, if you ask me. So, if you guys are wondering what these little yellow dots are, these dots are what's selecting what's highlighted to be able to turn the knob. So this is my altitude select. I have 3 DIY Knobsters. There's one up over my overhead panel, one here and one here. They'll do dual rotary encoders, so that way I can spin the knob just like it is a knob. You push in and it pushes the button in just like it would in the actual airplane. And you can select them by turning the inner knob or an outer knob. So let's say for altitude, for example, your altitude select, you touch the bigger knob, and it will do thousands of feet. You touch the inner knob, it does hundreds of feet. Go ahead and start slowing on down to 210 knots. Need to be below 250 at Olna. So we'll go ahead and slow down to that 250, which we're right at 250. Right? Private pilot training lessons. Yeah, where are you from, Akash? And how quickly are you wanting to get done? Are you wanting to get done as soon as possible? Is this something that you're just wanting to do to finish up currently that you've been doing? Or, where are you at in your training? Have you even started? What's your end goal? Are you wanting to go to the airlines? You just wanting to get your private pilot license for fun? What's your situation? Coming up on 4,700 feet, going down to 2,500 for our final approach fix. And coming up on Baxter. Coming through 4,000, leveling off here. And we can go ahead and hit direct girth. Activate direct to. Activate direct to girth. And we'll go ahead and heading bug here. Once we get on course, put it into heading mode. And we'll go ahead and start slowing us on down. about 6 miles till girth, which is final approach fix, so we'll go ahead and set first notch of flaps. Keeping an eye on that fuel. We've got 390 total pounds of fuel, so we've got plenty of fuel to continue on down. And we've got the airport in sight over there. Airport's right over there off to our left. And we're going to be landing on that middle rabbit, which should be 02 center. Coming up on 2500, and we'll go ahead and go into localizer mode, heading mode, and we'll go ahead and hit the approach phase, arm the approach, and arm our localizer and our glide slope. So we're just watching for that glide slope to start coming in. We're on our vertical path, our speed's good, and just keeping an eye on localizer as it starts to come in. We should start to see a left turn, and oh, there it is. It's telling us that we're getting ready to turn in 5 seconds to 022, which will be our final approach course. Is going to be our final approach course, so probably with the winds, course is going to be 021. Altitude has been captured, localizer's coming in, and we are turning on inbound. We're going to overshoot, so we'll go ahead and start slowing us on down, and we'll go ahead and go gear down. Glide slope's coming in. See how well she does about capturing the glide slope, or the localizer here. See how much she wanders or chases. She's going to be a chaser. Might have to turn her off of autopilot and hand flyer, so this way we're not. It's not doing too bad. All right. And we'll go ahead and sync up our heading bug now. Coming on down, 2,200 feet, 140. We're going to shoot this approach at 107, so we're going to go ahead and go flaps full. And we've got the runway out in front of us. And our approach speed is going to be 107. We're about 102. There we go, we are at 107, holding steady. A little bit of throttle out. Just easing that throttle back and forth. We're gonna hold that 107. Managing our speed here, 107, 1,500 feet. Our minimums are going to be 787. We didn't type in our minimums into our FMC, and we are on our way down. Got the runway in sight, and we've got plenty of fuel. Seatbelt signs are on. We'll go ahead and go to aircraft systems, exterior. Let's go back. Exterior landing lights are on. 3 green. Flaps are full. Seatbelts are on. Everything's good. We're ready to continue on down. just monitoring our speed here. Be about 107. Everything's good. FPS is actually really good too. Right now we're right about 40. We're coming on down. And coming up on minimums.
Autopilot.
Autopilot is off. Yaw dampener is off. Just flying it on down to the closer to the runway. And throttle's back to idle. Don't want to float too much. Hold it off. There we go. And speed brakes are out. Throttles are at idle. Welcome to Nashville, everybody. Take this first exit. Speed brakes are coming up. Landing lights are off. Taxi lights are on. Clear left. Clear right. And we'll come to a complete stop. Go ahead and get our flaps coming up. And we'll go ahead and get our taxi, which is just going to be right up here and to the right is the FBO. So clear out to the right.